morning. I guess most people start their day by making their bed. Well, I start mine by dismantling my bed. I say bed, but I actually sleep on the floor, so it's really important to air my mattress like this every day. After my morning cup of coffee, there was something I absolutely had to do. This ginormous Easter egg has been risking to melt somewhere on the countertop since Easter. To my great relief, I found out that chocolate actually freezes pretty well. I guess our freezer will mainly serve as chocolate storage for a while now. Not that I'm complaining. But it was really a lot of chocolate. Honestly, I've never seen this much chocolate in my whole life. You know what's one of the saddest moments in parenting? Realizing your kids are now too old for plushies. What am I even going to do with this little cutie? Maybe I'll put her in my car. I filled every nook and cranny in the freezer with chocolate, and I still ended up having to put some in the fridge as well. Chocolate everywhere. There was unfortunately another thing I couldn't postpone any longer: washing my hair. It's such a chore with demanding hair like mine. It's been looking really dull and tired recently, so I decided to put in a treatment before the wash and let it sit while I did some chores around the house. This kind of Sunday might seem like a boring nightmare to someone else. I, for one, feel like there's 1,000 little things to be grateful for on a day like this. If there's trash to be taken out, it means there was food to be eaten. If there's a house to clean, it means you have a roof over your head. And if you're able to take the trash out and clean your house, it probably means your health is good enough to do so. And let's not forget that that is a blessing. Recently, I've only been getting hungry much later in the day, so I pretty much have my breakfast when it's nearly lunchtime. I think they call that brunch, right? Stepping out onto the scorching hot balcony to collect the laundry made me realize there was another thing that absolutely had to get done today. It's been getting really warm recently, and so it's about time to go through my storage drawer, take out the summer stuff, and put some winter clothes away. And then I was finally ready to actually wash my hair. Way too much work. I wasn't hungry for lunch at this point, but my kids, that's a whole different story. We're actually usually hungry at different times and crave different things, so I just learned not to make a big deal out of it. Everyone just eats whenever hungry. I'm more than happy to cook a couple of different things as long as they're simple enough. And I don't insist we always have to eat all at the same time. So if we don't, we simply find other ways to spend time together in meaningful ways. Do you remember the flatbread I had for breakfast? My sourdough keeps us fed, so I have to make sure I keep it fed too. They will tell you a bunch of different rules about keeping sourdough. Always feeding it the same kind of flour at exact the same time of the day, even measuring it. I honestly just eyeball it whenever I remember, and it's been working great. Most of my meals are really just one-person charcuterie boards, filled with whatever I crave in the moment. And today's lunch was no exception. I got so excited at the supermarket the other day when I saw this giant block of Italian butter at a great price. We go through so much butter in this house. Well, actually, maybe I should say I go through so much butter. No lunch is complete without a treat. I promise I did not plan this rhyme. I'll take that as a sign that it must be true. These pistachio wafers are so good. After I was all taken care of, it was time to take care of my plants. And look what I found. I didn't even know that this one could bloom. What a cute little flower. I wish all my plants were doing that well. I just don't know what's been going on with these lately. I promise I've tried everything, but at this point, I'm just waiting to see if they make it or not. Do you know that feeling when you sit down with a book, but you just can't seem to focus? Well, that was me today. I don't know if it was the book or it was me, but a few minutes in, I was raiding the freezer, searching for a little something. I made these a couple of days ago with cottage cheese, protein powder, strawberries and chocolate. Great for a random sweet tooth. Probably not that great for your actual teeth. Do you go to church on Sundays? I go outside on Sundays. And I don't mean out partying, out dining, or out meeting friends. I mean reconnecting with nature for a while, in whichever way I can. Be it a walk in the winter or a swim in the sea in the summer. I just need to get out for a while. Once I got back, there wasn't much left to do other than cooking dinner and chilling together for the rest of the day. And do you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Some people need a lot of action and excitement in their lives. It took me many years and many burnouts to realize that I'm simply not one of those people. I need and crave a lot of alone time. The people I do spend time with and the activities I do end up engaging in always carefully selected. And this is not because I'm stuck up, too good or better than. It's probably just that I've lived for long enough to figure out who I am, what I truly enjoy, and what it takes for me to lead a happy, fulfilling life. In my case, it's not a lot, it seems. I often see people around me chase this and that. A promotion, a newer car, a bigger house, an exotic holiday. And I can't help wondering how many of them are really happy. I can only speak for myself, of course, and I wouldn't trade my slow, boring days for anything in the world. Thank you for spending one of them with me.